Hi, I'm Sunny from Sequoia Kung Fu. We're going to practice some Bagua Zhang teacups, or dragon serves tea. This is probably the most iconic solo movement or practice from Bagua. You find it all over Chinese martial arts and other styles as well. So this is teacups, okay? There's a lot of different ways that we can look at it, but this is the basic version. Right now I'm doing it with both arms. I can do one. And I can alternate. These are some basic variations. And then there's a lot of other ways we can interact with this too. So, first off, what's the benefit of this? Why even do this? Well, this is a really great joint coordination activity, right? Think about it. Here, we're pulling and lifting and pulling and reaching and pulling and reaching. So we're moving the arms in all these different planes. And every time we make these little twists and changes here at the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, your torso, your spine has to respond. It has to feel that is happening and communicate that. And to be honest, it's actually driving that. But in the beginning, we're always getting our information from the outside in. And then over time, we build it back out, right? But we want to pay attention to how we're creating this movement. So to make your teacups, start in a good horse stance, sit on your horse, make sure you're not turning your horse all over the place. If every time you move your hand one direction, your legs and stuff shift, that means your horse is zigzagging all over the place, and we don't want that. We want that movement coming up here. So keep your horse going straight. And so that's why we start off with both hands. So we pull back, keeping the palms generally oriented up. Don't force it. Use the whole body to lift up, keeping the palms oriented upward, and then use the whole body to soften and draw back in. Whole body up, whole body to soften back in. From the side. Try to coordinate the up and the down for now. So you feel the hips going up and down as all this rotational movement is happening in the shoulders. Okay? And then keep a sense of the palm opening, like it was filling with water. It's okay if the sense of it spills out, right? It's okay if the sense of it spills out. Just nice and gentle. Focus on opening and closing. The gaze stays in the space, so you're not looking over there, trying to stare down. Keep very even in your visual field, so you notice the hands. Okay? So when we do this, the spiral is being isolated on the sides of the body. So I'm having to stabilize and move more here, move across here, and open and close across the back. As soon as we shift into one hand and that spiral frees up, you see what's going to happen down at the legs. So as we do this, we want to make sure that we're not over twisting. So when we go to one hand, give yourself a goal, like a diagonal line off to that side, and pull it back to the diagonal line here, and then across, and then back down and over. So we're hitting this diagonal line. And so as I'm doing that, I can orient the turning of my waist past that diagonal line just a little bit. And I can keep my legs firing forward, right? So the feeling I have here is that. That's where the kinetic energy is building up. I'm not letting it always twist and just taking me to the rear. I want to feel it build up and come back, and build up and come back. And I need to give a few little intentional stopping points right now that don't really exist, right? They don't really exist. I am perceiving the diagonal from my space and pulling across and working that so you can see what's happening with my waist as I do this movement. And then we switch sides, okay? So feel the squeeze, feel the turning of the waist, feel when you have to move the whole side body to make this happen. And pull across, and pull across, pull across. Okay, and when you alternate, it gets you reaching all along your space. And this hand right here, the one that's behind you, stabilizes. Stabilizes. So if I was here, right, I'm having a sense of where that hand is, okay? And so there's our teacups, an infinitely versatile movement. You can do it so many different ways. You can take it around in a little flow pattern, but we want to focus really on how we're creating the angles and the shapes that are driving this movement. So there's our Bagua teacups. Really fun exercise to practice, okay? Hope you have fun with it. Thanks for practicing.